Shakespeare's plays and poems are famous for their beautiful language, but they can sometimes be a little tricky to understand. That's because the English language has changed quite a bit since Shakespeare's time, and he used a style of writing that's a bit different from what we're used to. Let's break it down so it's easier to get the hang of. One thing you'll notice when reading Shakespeare is that he often runs words together and leaves out letters. He did this to make the lines fit a specific rhythm, which is often called iambic pentameter, a fancy term for a type of poetic meter. When he combined two words or shortened a word, he usually added an apostrophe to show where the missing letters are. For example, it is becomes tis, in the becomes I-eth. It's just a way to fit the words into the rhythm, so if you spot an apostrophe, look closely. It's probably there to show where a letter is missing. In Shakespeare's time, people didn't always use you like we do today. There were different words for you, depending on how formal or informal the situation was, and who you were talking to. Here's a quick breakdown. Thou, used when talking to someone informally, like a friend or someone of lower status. It's like the old-fashioned version of you. Thee, the object form of thou. You use it when something is being done to someone. Thy and thine. These are possessive pronouns, like your and yours. Thy is used before words that start with a consonant. Thine is used before words that start with a vowel, or to mean yours. So when you see thou or thee, remember, it's just another way of saying you. Shakespeare loved using words that may sound strange to us today, but in his time they were pretty common. Some of these words are no longer used, but they pop up a lot in his plays and poems. Here are a few examples of Shakespearean words that you might come across. Hie. This means go quickly or hurry up. Wherefore, this means why, not where, like it might seem. Thence. This means from there. Sooth. This means in truth or in fact. Whenever you see a word you don't know, check the context of the sentence. You can often figure out the meaning by how it's used. The way verbs, action words, were written in Shakespeare's day was a little different from what we're used to. He often used older forms of verbs that might look strange to us now. Dost. This means do. For example, dost thou see is do you see. Hast. This means have. For example, thou hast courage is you have courage. Shakespeare also used eth and said endings on verbs, which were common in his time. Speaketh is speaks and goest is go. Don't let these endings confuse you. Just remember they're slightly older ways of saying words we still use today. Many of Shakespeare's lines follow a specific rhythm called iambic pentameter. This means that each line usually has 10 syllables, and the syllables alternate between being unstressed and stressed. For example, but soft, what light through yonder window breaks? The bold syllables are the stressed ones, and this creates a rhythm like a heartbeat. Shakespeare wrote like this because it made his lines flow beautifully, and when spoken aloud, it's almost like poetry. Shakespeare's language was meant to be spoken and heard, not just read silently. If you're struggling with the meaning of a line, try reading it out loud. You'll hear the rhythm, and sometimes the meaning becomes clearer when you hear the words. Understanding Shakespeare's language might seem tough at first, but once you get used to it, you'll see how expressive and creative it is. Plus, it's fun to learn new words like high and wherefore that make you sound like a Shakespearean actor.